Hello, James Marchington here with the latest news from TSC. This week, TSC Grand Final winner Bethany Norton was interviewed on BBC Radio Oxford. The dates are out for the 2020 TSC series. And the election result is being hailed as good news for shooting, with 3 leading anti-field sports MPs losing their seats. All that, plus my pick of YouTube, coming up after this. Bethany Norton, who won the Top Girls prize of an MG car at the TSC Grand Final, was invited to BBC Radio Oxford to be interviewed alongside the TSC's David Florent. They were on the Adam Bull show on Friday evening.
BBC Radio Oxford. The Oxford.
It's Oxford.
The interview lasted around 7 minutes in all, and the whole thing was entirely positive about shooting, with none of the usual anti-gun nonsense you'd expect to hear on the BBC. The show's still available on the BBC website for the next 26 days, and it's worth listening to the whole thing. I'll put the link in the description below. Now, if you've been inspired by the 2019 TSC series and want to get involved next year, it's time to start planning your diary. Next year's dates have just been announced, with the first competition at the Oxford Gun Company on Wednesday the 11th of March. That's followed a week later by the Universities Challenge on the 18th of March. Then there's the TSC April Challenge that runs through the whole of that month, when you can re-enter as many times as you like to shoot your best possible score and improve your chances of qualifying for the 2020 Grand Final. Check out the list of dates at theschoolschallenge.co.uk/news and keep an eye out for the entry forms when they're posted, as you'll need to book in advance for those first 2 competitions. Field Sports Channel is hailing the general election as a great result for shooting, with 3 anti-field sports MPs losing their seats and 5 top supporters keeping theirs. The antis who've gone are animal rights campaigner Zach Goldsmith, who is planning to ban trophy imports to the UK, Sue Heyman, who is planning to close down hunting and shooting, and anti-grass shooting campaigner Ruth George. The field sports supporting MPs who kept their seats include Simon Hart, Neil Parish, and James Gray. You can read up about them and the fate of other pro and anti-MPs at fieldsportschannel.tv. Meanwhile, Basque says it will work with the new government to ensure that shooting's value to rural communities is recognised. They say they'll be seeking early meetings with ministers and that their priorities are achieving positive outcomes for shooting and facing up to the challenges. Now, here's my pick of the shooting videos on YouTube. For this one, I've gone back a couple of years to this moving story of one man's relationship with his gun dog, Sam. It's a lovely film, but be warned you might need a box of tissues handy. If you read the comments, you'll see that it's made plenty of grown men cry. I'll put a link in the description below. Well, that's it for this week's news. Thanks for watching. We're back on Thursday with a few last-minute Christmas gift ideas for shooters from the Oxford Gun Company shop. Remember, the shop is open as usual until 3 p.m. on Christmas Eve, and then open again the day after Boxing Day. You can find all the details on their Facebook page. And whether you're shopping for presents or for yourself, do please support the sponsors who make this channel possible. Their names are coming up in a minute. See you Thursday.